Ah, the GT710. A card that will be the answer when your friends ask you where your $30 went on Friday instead of going to the movies and spending 20 of it on a large popcorn. But the real question is, what can we expect in gaming performance from a graphics card that costs less than your PC case itself? Released in January of 2016, and now almost 3 years later, we're going to see how it holds up against modern titles, and if it's worth the current $29.99 price tag. So let's take a look and see what true power we're playing with. Out of the box, the specs are beautiful on the eyes. 192 CUDA cores, 954 MHz base clock, 64-bit memory bus, 2 GB of DDR4 memory, plus support for DX12, which means that we should be able to test some modern games on it. The most interesting part of this testing is that we're going to be throwing this GT710 in Arsenal, my personal system currently equipped with a 6-core 8700K, a GTX 1080, and 16 GB of DDR4. Except we're going to pull that 1080 off the court and let that 710 get off the bench and have a chance to play, possibly creating the thickest bottleneck of 2018. Swapping the cards was easy peasy, but since the 710 doesn't require the 16-pin power cable that my 1080 does, I'm going to have to let those cables hang down to the side in an OCD mess. After some quick driver modifications and system tweaks, the time has come that we put this thing in the ring against some modern games. First on plate, we have CSGO running at my monitor's native resolution of 1920 by 1080. We saw an average of 28 FPS with some rare minimums of 19 FPS. Lowering the resolution could probably result in a smoother experience. Next, we have everyone's favorite, Fortnite. Though you'll be disappointed to see that this game was not a joyride. Sitting at 1280 by 720, we saw an average of 28 FPS with dips as low as 21, so I'm afraid this gets a thumbs down from me. Backing things up, we have Minecraft, running just fine in its vanilla state with an average of 44 FPS, yet some occasional dips as low as 25. But switching over to those ultra shaders was a different story, putting the game in an unplayable state of 6 FPS, with the lows not able to get much lower at 5 FPS. Yeah, stay away from those shaders with this one. Up next, we have Skyrim Special Edition, sitting at 1366 by 768 and getting by at an average of 25 frames per second, but some dips down to 15. You'd probably have better luck just running Morrowind on this card. Now last, but most certainly not least, we have Far Cry 5. I'm just kidding, I couldn't even get the game to start, but you could probably guess how this would go anyway. So now that we've run our tests, let's answer our question from the beginning. Is the GT710 worth its $30 price tag? Well, if you're not going to use it for gaming by any means, then maybe yes. But otherwise, a quick look at eBay shows that for less than $20 more, you could get a GTX 750 Ti that will actually run things. So I'm unfortunately going to have to recommend you to pass on this one for now and ask that you skip that $20 movie theater popcorn and buy something with a little more juice. But I'm afraid that's all for now, folks. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all those wonderful things. And I will see you guys in the next one.